Hey there, and welcome back to Valley por Vida. Now, as promised, we've got your trivia time answer lined up. So I hope you had a chance to think about it a little bit more over the break. And if you recall, we asked you to consider which one of these films is actually not a movie of Hollywood actor Kevin James. And the answer, my friends, is National Treasure. While this is indeed an amazing movie that so many people loved, it actually stars fellow actor Nicolas Cage. So if you didn't already know, well, now you know. And when prioritizing your health, we're switching gears from movies to health, it's just important to have a strong support system by your side. Unfortunately, however, not all are fortunate enough to have that. But the month of May is Foster Care Awareness Month, so this may be the perfect opportunity for us to lend a hand in the mission set forth by our friends over at Foster Angels of South Texas. Now, they're always ready to help provide immediate assistance in the form of basic needs and life-enhancing opportunities just to help children in foster care. And we dropped by to speak with their team and learn a little bit more about what we can do to take part.
Foster Angels of South Texas provides basic needs and life-enhancing experiences for kids that are placed in foster care. We've been serving the Valley for over 20 years. As of this year, we've provided 438 requests for kids that are placed in foster care. Some of the requests that we fulfill for our foster children right here in the Rio Grande Valley are usually just basic needs, but also we can provide them to go to camp, summer camps. We also provide mattresses that the foster families might need, even laptops. It really was important during when COVID hit that we were able to provide laptops, iPads for these kids to continue their education. As of this year, we have helped over 438 foster children, but since 1999, we have been able to help over 41,000 foster children in Region 11. There are many ways that the community can help out with Foster Angels of South Texas. We have a big shoe drive coming up at the end of July. We provide brand new pairs of shoes to our foster children, so when they start school, they have a brand new pair of shoes. We also we work closely with the caseworkers, and what happens is communities and businesses, individuals also drop off brand new shoes, and then we collect them, and the CPS caseworkers come in and pick up the shoes for their children. It's a really neat experience for these kids, and brings them confidence for their first day of school. So you can look up on our website. It's www.fosterangelsstx.org for more information. You can also reach out to me. It has my contact information. There's many ways that you can help out with our community. We do have another event at the end of the year. It's called Focus on a Foster Teen, and we provide Foster Teens Wish List at the end of the year. If you're also interested in helping out with that. So if you're seeking help or needing help, we do receive requests for anybody from the caseworkers to the aged out foster child, from the foster families, from the emergency shelters, from CASA. All you have to do is visit our website. It is www.fosterangelsstx.org. And scroll down, it says make a request, and we don't ask for much, but fill out as much as you can. We'll receive that request, and one of the big things we like to provide is you'll receive either the funding with the Walmart e-gift card, or I'll deliver whatever items that you might need, and we like to fulfill them in less than 48 hours.
Over 41,000 children have benefited from their efforts thus far, and they've just been working to make a difference since 1999. It's nice to know that many in our community can come together to help one another, though. So let's just go ahead and learn a little bit more about the benefits of such good deeds. According to Upworthy.com, did you know that when you volunteer for, a good cause and one that you're passionate about for its positive impact on others, it can actually help you live longer? The site says that there was even a study once conducted that supported this, finding that those who volunteer are 22% more likely to have a lower mortality rate, which is very interesting. And did you know that those who volunteer are also naturally just generally more happy? The site says that when we give at least 5.8 hours a month for the benefit of others, we tend to have a more positive outlook on life overall. It also outlines that those who donate more than 10% of their income were also generally less depressed than those who did not, or maybe those who didn't volunteer at all. But just because you may not necessarily have that itch, for volunteering in a natural way, it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong, and it doesn't mean that you can't ever get that passion. A lot of us want to volunteer for anything, but we feel like we don't have time, or we want to donate, but we're unable to financially. And that's no problem at all. Did you know that the want to volunteer can be taught? The site outlines that the Center for Investigating Healthy Minds reported that meditation and, of course, practice and routine can help us all grow our desire and our passion for volunteering. It even outlines that it's kind of like weight training in that you just got to work at it, and then you got to have the will to do it. And since all of this would, of course, make us happier, then this means we'd experience a natural increase in oxytocin. Did you know that volunteering can have such a positive physical effects on our bodies as well? The site says that helping others can help us reduce blood pressure too, which is fascinating when you think about it. And not only that, apparently it can also even help us reduce any severe pain that we're experiencing in our health. The site says that many people have felt less discomfort with chronic pain whenever they're helping people, who actually have the same issue as them. It's almost amazing to think about. And lastly, did you know that helping others, or of course volunteering, can also increase your own productivity? I mean, think about it. The more you force yourself to get up and get active, the more you are actually active. The site says that there is something about a direct interaction with others that can help us benefit when it comes, to our own work and our own responsibilities. So if you haven't thought about it like that, it's just another perspective for you to consider. On top, of course, of, the pleasure of actually helping another person in need. And helping another person doesn't have to be only for the benefit of someone in your community or a stranger, of course. It can most certainly be for a family member or a loved one. In fact, we met one father who dedicated the first 18 years of his daughter's life to documenting her journey as she navigated the early stages of school and beyond. His goal? Well, he wanted to write her various handwritten letters to help guide her through life as, her father and her guardian. He wanted her to know that she was loved and that her dad cared enough to leave her personal stories and advice. It's really quite touching, which is why it just caught the attention of so many people across the globe. Take a look.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm really excited to talk today about our short film, The Letter. And The Letter is a film of advice from dads to daughters. And that's important because as our children grow and get ready to leave the nest, we kind of wonder as parents if they will remember all of the advice, the wisdom, the lessons that we've tried to pass down to them throughout their upbringing. And we created this and kind of curated it from advice from fathers from around the world. And how that started is I reached out to my network as my daughter was getting ready to graduate high school. I wanted to write her one last journal entry that I'd be giving to her. And I wanted that entry to be advice from her father. And knowing that I didn't have all of the best world advice in my head, I wanted to reach out to other dads and seek their advice. So I reached out to my network, and what was really cool is my network reached out to their network, and before you knew it, we had advice from really hundreds of fathers from around the world, and it was really a magical experience. And so I took that advice and I took and combined it and put it into this final journal entry for my daughter and passed that on to her. And man, it was a special moment. And that was the way I got the idea for what's now become The Letter. And so The Letter video is a testament kind of to all of those dads that were kind enough to give us their heart and their heartfelt advice. So that's how it started, at least. Ultimately, it's a message of hope, inspiration, and love. And it's to impart to our daughters and our children that they get to create their identity each and every day, regardless of the pressure of social media and the world around them. As the film was released, reactions have been, well, we pre-released it to a handful of people to let them watch it and give us feedback, and tears were the reaction with almost everyone that's watched this film. It is a beautiful, visually beautiful production of a really heartfelt message from father to daughter. And the really neat thing as you watch the video is that message transitions from one father to multiple fathers, to fathers from around the world in different languages, different backgrounds, to different daughters from around the world with different backgrounds. And it's the collective wisdom of fathers from around the world to the collective daughters around the world. And it's been quite well received, and it's a beautiful movement.
It's nice to know that this particular father-daughter duo are now able to laugh about the great times that they've shared in life thus far by reading 18 years worth of personal stories together. And if you're in the mood for a good laugh too, then look no further than South Padre Island. We caught up with professional stand-up comedian Raymond Horta for the latest on comedy shows that you won't want to miss.
Hey guys, Raymond Horta, comedian extraordinaire, right here with my good friend TJ Boom Fishing, and he's proudly sponsoring Thursday Night Laughs at the Isla Grande Beach Resort here at the Quarter Deck Lounge. Come every Thursday for the best national touring headliners coming to the beach every Thursday, 7 to 9. You don't want to miss it. It's a show fully fun from beginning to end, filled with belly laughs, guaranteed. Thanks to our buddy TJ Boom Fishing, and we'll see you guys out here, man. God bless you guys. Aloha chamos.
You heard him, belly laughs guaranteed. All right, we hope you have a chance to check out that show out on South Padre Island. Raymond's always a good time. And we want to thank you again so much for joining us here today on Valley por Vida. Make sure you always tune in because we've got a lot more in store for you. We'll definitely see you next time.